Hello, welcome to the Anarchimedes show on this October 14th, 2024, nearly the Ides of October. Good morning. We are live, unscripted, unrehearsed, and hopefully we don't go too off the rails this morning. So before we go too much farther, you can see Scully back there over my left shoulder. We need to give him his relaxation incense. And we'll see how badly this throws off the balance, the white balance on the camera. Woo, yeah, look at that go. Okay, we just get a little flame going right on the end of the incense. There we go. Just let that burn out, maybe. Yeah, it's burning out. And there we go. Perfect. And there we go. And this morning, I thought, there's one video game that kind of kicked off this whole idea of having a channel and doing videos. And that video game was Vecter, which came out in, give me 1 second here. Vector, I believe, came out in 2020. Yes. Hold on. We do not want to be hearing that right now. But Vector came out in 2020 during the pandemic. And it is developed by a fellow whose handle, I believe, is Taranasus. I don't believe that's his real name, any more than Anarchimedes is mine. But seems to be a wonderful fellow from the little interaction I've had with him in comments and the review that I left for that video game. But that game, it's an endless runner in the style of the 80s Vector software. And it's just a wonderful, beautiful game. But it's just loads of fun, and I thought it would be fun to do maybe even a weekly Vector run, maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. Vector is just one of those games that I think should be more well known than it is. It's a free game. Taranasus created it to be a free game, and he did a wonderful job on making something that is both free and available, but also engaging and fun and even somewhat addictive. I've put in well over 24 hours. I think I've logged, Steam says I've logged 33 hours on that, and in that game, just playing an endless runner, just trying to see how far I can get, or even just sometimes it's just a relaxing game to play. I'm hyping it up quite a bit. I'm gonna oversell this thing. If you are new and have just stumbled onto these videos and are checking out the Vector video, Vector, keep in mind, man, where did that thought go? I'm not even Scully. hopefully we don't go too off the rails. Today we will be playing Vector. We'll be doing a Vector run, being on the top dog category. There's 3 categories. You'll see them. Hopefully the dogs behave. We had some Amazon delivery this morning, and they kind of went nuts. And hopefully I can keep it sounding like I got honey dripping out of my mouth while we engage in Vector. So give me a second here. We are live. I am trying to do all of this, and I had some things set up beforehand, but we'll need to jump back and see if we can't. Alright, let me unmute my desktop. And we will launch Vector. So there was your warning. This game is very... and right now the graphics are looking very jumpy. But they'll smooth out once we actually click in active on that screen. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's get this party started. And this song is Enter the Void by Lex Dimitru, part of the soundtrack for Vector. We'll turn Vector down just a touch. Oh, and we lost it because I clicked off of it. Just so I can compete a little bit with that music. A great soundtrack. He's added to it over the years, and you can even customize it because the soundtrack is on your computer. Once you've installed Vector, you can go in and add your own files so you can play your own songs while you drive or race or fly, cruise, while you skate the edge of oblivion. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. So, I got into Vector, and it was still sort of in development. I'm trying to remember if it was already in beta release or not. But he has simplified the menus and changed some of the settings. It used to be very. In fact, let's go ahead and let's look at the settings here. All the menus graphical now, and the only reason I know what some of the stuff is because I remember some of it when it was non-graphical. Yes, let's see. Okay, we have camera control, we have throttle and brake, looks like music, sound effects, crash. Oh, we can change our ships. Oh, there we go. You can change the color. It looks like he's kept all of the settings. They just become graphical. This is wonderful. I have not gone into the settings since this update, which was a while ago. I've been getting back into Vector. Let's have a look. This should adjust. Yep, we're off the CRT mode, and you can play non-CRT mode, but with the scan lines and the curvature, it takes me back. Yes, Vector. So we have our 3 categories. Top dog. I don't remember what this was called, if it was Death Run or something like that. This is Speed Demon. where you just see how fast you can get going. This one you have you get shields. We're going back to Enter the Void. I'm sorry. You get to listen to the song one more time at least. I'll let the other songs play through. But we're gonna listen to Enter the Void one more time. So I'm gonna point at the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. No. Top Dog. You have your ship. You can gain shields as you travel. And it's basically to see how far and how many points you can rack up. This one with the skull, which I'm going to call the Death Run. You have a set of some shields at the beginning, and that's all you have. Once you're out, you are out, and it's to see, of course, how far can you get. And the Speed Demon, of course. See how fast you can get going without dying before you die. So here we go. Top Dog. We are streaming now. It's almost 5:10 in the morning here in the land of the burning sun. And we'll see how long we go. Hopefully I won't be playing for hours on end. You can see the signposts up ahead that show how far other people have gotten. We can also switch camera angles around. We can go inside the ship and go first person. You will do a little bit of that too, probably. Let's go ahead and speed up here. I wanted those shields. I should not have hit that. But why are we starting out on a 2-lane road? That's not cool. Usually we start out in a much bigger area than this. Those little barriers give you points as you break them. I want... Oh, and I still didn't get those shields. We're going slow. I'm going nice and slow to showcase trying to get some shields because I'm going to die quick if I... Now, the other thing about Vector is every day, got some shields, every day. That means I can take one hit. You could also, you have guns, you can shoot things that get in your way. Those little barriers, you break them to give you points. Shooting things can give you points, but shooting your blasters just to shoot them wastes points, as I recall. Alright, I've got 3 shields. That's max for me, so let's speed things up here. I'm having to get up on the mic so you can hear me. You can still try and collect shields, they won't do anything. And those little guys get in your way, and I could shoot them, but... Whoa, I need to get up there. Oh, and I got hit. Okay, here we go. See if I can get up in the air a little bit. And those balls, I guess you want to shoot those balls. There used to be this roll feature where you could get your ship to roll and slide sideways really fast. Go sideways really fast if you rolled the ship. I don't know if that feature is gone. If he's taking it, if Taranasus is taking it out. I need to get to that other bridge. Ooh, yeah. The sky bridge. Flying along the sky bridge. Mark, these balls. Oh, balls! it's just beautiful. I mean, look at the graphics, the feel of speed. I need to play this thing in VR. I need to try this in VR. That is gold in life. Yes, VR. Let's see, back. There we go. Here we go. Lost all my shields. So we're just gonna cruise slowly till we pick this one up. Best place to pass through these things is out on the edge. He's rotating. Speed up just a little bit. Get on the accelerator here. There's some shields over there. Let's get over there. Woo, this is in first person mode. Let's get up on the sky bridge. Let's not go off the sky bridge. Speed up. Just a bit. Woo! Run through the gates. Ah, balls. We're gonna jump this, that, yeah. Out of the way. Oh, I did not want to jump. I did not want to jump. No. And that was one vector run. That was only a few minutes. We're going again. We will not go first person this time for any of you who are watching and got sick. It was getting a little intense for me. Pick up the shields. Every day the track is AI generated. It's auto generated. I say AI, because that's the fancy buzzword. It's auto generated. So every day there's a new track and high scores and chances to get in the on the leaderboard. If you're watching this, you can also get an idea of how I drive when I'm not healthy. Must go faster. Seen that Pentium 4. I love Pentium 4. Before. Yes, got the big jump. So you have acceleration, you have brake, you have, ooh, let's slow down. But going slow does not give you very many points. You can get really far going slow, but the game's not nearly as fun, nearly as exhilarating. Look at that. Speed. Oh, that hurt. That one. That was a close call. I heard that go by. jump, went through this tunnel, and kept climbing. That was Nixon. Or maybe it was another tunnel farther up. Farther up, I believe. It's in the city. In the city! You can actually shoot those spinny diddlies, but they take a lot of shots. Oh, fly right into it. That's smart, Anarchimedes. Shoot those barriers and blast through them if you want to. Yeah, see the right music. Oh no, I want to get underneath that. Not cool. Can see though, it's more. The game is easier if you're up high. The higher you get, but you have to come down at some point. Yes, as with most things in life, you have to come down at some point. Other people who do vector runs, and you might be saying, Anarchimedes, you're not the fastest. You're not the best. But I do my best. Don't try to go sideways through those barriers that kind of flip down. You will get hurt. You can move faster than the barrier will respond. Come on, get on. Shields. I want those. See, and on some areas you have to hit the sky bridge or hope you have enough shields to make you through that. You'll bounce along the top of the water. Every time you hit the water, it'll take out some of your shields. fly right into it. I'm not a smart man, but I know how to play Vector. Not more balls. Ah, balls. Ah, balls. Oh, and if you're wondering, you do not have to have a controller to play Vector, but it is highly recommended. I highly recommend having a controller when playing such games. I did not play such games without a Vector controller. Ah! Ah! My shields! No sky bridge there. Just to jump. You had to make those jumps. I do not know this song. This is a new one. We want shields. Get in there. Ah! Oh. And that, my friends, is the wonderful world of Vector. Yes, I'm using an Xbox controller. In case you're wondering, what I'm using for this game is a Power A Fusion 2, I believe, Pro or something like that. There it is. You can pick these up on Amazon. They are a great deal. They have an interchangeable faceplate. Just a solid build Xbox style controller that has the paddles, the paddles on the back that are programmable, so you can map your other buttons to the back. So when you get into a really massive button mashing scenario, you have quick access to everything without having to have your thumb slide between all the different. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. And that's okay. You don't need it for Vector. I never even hit the turbo button. Maybe next time. All right. Great soundtrack, great graphics, engaging gameplay. What more can I say? So we have been streaming now for nearly half an hour. We'll go ahead and we will mute that. See if Vector is still working. Yes, Vector is still working. We will exit back to the main menu. In fact, you know what? Just because this is a little distracting while I'm trying to stream, and say, Anarchimedes, you're not a professional streamer, then you should be able to keep us engaged and not be distracted by the soundtrack. But it's the soundtrack to Vector. I made the mistake of taking the music. I told you the music is on your computer. You can take the files and put them on an MP3 player on your phone and be able to listen to them. I made that mistake. I have a list a playlist that I listen to, and I listen to when I'm driving. Um, yeah, don't, if you play Vector, don't listen to the Vector soundtrack while you drive. Um, you might get ticketed. You might not, if you're lucky. But you might. Oh, we're still playing Vector. I thought I muted that. Maybe I didn't. Let's mute that. And we will go ahead and we will switch back here. So I hope you enjoyed that. If it looked interesting to you, link is in the description below, and where to. It's available through Steam. Again, it is free. It'll play on most devices. At least all the devices I've tried it on. Vector plays great. It'll work on the Steam Deck. But if you can play it, the more, again, you can get it as immersive as you want. You can play it on a handheld, on a Steam Deck. You can go all in, headphones, big monitor. I've yet to try VR. Goals in life. Try Vector in VR. But I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned. More Zork ASMR is coming. More honey dripping out of my mouth. And so, till we meet again, I'm Anarchimedes, signing off.